thing is, it's really wrong. Only way it wouldn't be wrong is if she taught my fucking high school 12th grade English class with me in like the front row and shit. That's the only way. Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Tutu. Today we got TikTok's creepy teacher poem by Tommy NFG. No, I don't know what this video is getting into. I don't know if he's talking about teachers looking fine as hell or like teachers being fucking weirdos, like touching kids and shit. But hey, we just gonna get right into it. Let's go.
Picture a
Excited.
teacher you grew up with in the past. If it's a man, you probably picture some middle-aged guy with a family and a sort of receding hairline whose classroom was perfect for catching up on the sleep you missed. Except if it was a history teacher. They always be the most go-to ones. Those always be the best teachers who give you like
I don't know about all that, bro. My junior year history teacher in high school was a fucking weirdo, bro. That dude would always be making weird ass comments and shit, bro. And my history teacher now, my fucking professor, but she fucking talks too damn much.
time in a year and be chopping it up with the class. If it was a woman, you probably picture some middle-aged woman or older woman who hated her job and could barely show she even liked working with kids. This is what I would say most of Gen Z and millennials picture when they look back on their stereotypical teachers. But now, what if I told you it's a complete different ball? What if I told you future generations of kids will be taught with teachers like this?
Let me get a teacher like that, bro. Bro, if I had a teacher like that in school, bro, I would have been on honor roll every single year, bro. I would have had a straight 4.0 throughout high school, bro. I promise you. I would have perfect. I would have never missed a. I would have never missed a day of class or. I would have never missed a day of class or nothing, bro. Yeah, you can't be wearing all that while being a teacher. Yo. That's insane. You cool. You cool. That looks like one of the chillest teachers ever. But yeah, that's a lot to be wearing to class, dog. But I fucks with the fit hard, yo.
By the way, in that
she
first
fun
video,
as
the
hell.
lady's caption for the video is, and you can't make this up, y'all substitute teachers wasn't as cute as me back in the day.
I fire that bitch, bro.
Yeah, maybe because they weren't trying to look good for me as the minor in the classroom.
Oh god, you trying to look good for kids, bro? It's weird as hell. The fuck? If I was the kid in the class, I wouldn't have like blamed you, but you should blame yourself for doing that shit in front of kids.
Yo, principal, this one here. Yeah, so recently there's been a huge controversy brewing between people online and what's acceptable for a teacher to wear or not. And this all starts with the rise of TikTok and teachers doing
Bro, I had a
content
fine teacher freshman year, my first semester. Cause I didn't have her class second semester, but first semester, oh my god. She would never wear nothing crazy, but bro, she was fine as hell. Oh my god, some Asian lady. She was like 25, bro. Oh my god, that's top 5 teachers I ever had in my life,
Before on TikTok,
bro.
the most type of content you would see from teachers was YouTube tutorials teaching you something. And yes, kids, we actually had to learn things before ChatGPT. The horrors, I know. Shout out Khan Academy getting me through school.
Khan Academy, I haven't heard that shit in a while,
and I would have failed worse if I wasn't sitting there for hours watching his tutorials. For the most part on TikTok, teaching content was wholesome and wasn't really anything to worry about. It was a lot of teachers talking with students, having funny conversations about things, or showing off things they do with their class, like
bro, if I was a teacher, bro, I'd be top 5 chill teachers of all time.
Videos with their class, but as long as the parents and kids are fine with it, I don't really care. I know if I was younger now, I'd probably find class more fun if my teacher was posting TikToks and more funny interactions and stuff. To me, that's better than just having a teacher who says open your textbook and do whatever problems. Then when they get a question,
you know what my fucking oral professor was talking about, like, bro, she was pissing me off today, bro. So last class I had her on Thursday, I think, or no, Friday. I had her on Thursday. I had her last Thursday, and bro, she was talking about the vaccine and politics all class. Didn't mention nothing about the assignment, and then she got pissed when we came in today and nobody did the work. Like she said you were supposed to read the syllabus from 3 weeks ago, but she never told nobody or said anything that she updated the syllabus or anything like that. Cause she got pissed because there was an assignment due on the 11th, but she got pissed when nobody did it because when nobody was done with it today in class. But she was like, "You should have checked the syllabus and see that I changed the due date to the 9th without saying nothing about it." It pissed me off, bro. She was gaslighting us, getting pissed at us and shit. Oh my fucking god,
brink of
bro.
crashing
Everybody
out
in that
because they
class was
hate their job
pissed.
already and don't care. But all of a sudden, it started changing from that type of content of them just talking to the kids in the class to teachers showing off their outfits and what they wear to school. And from what I already showed y'all, that is like a majority of the outfits revealed. One of the teachers going viral for her outfits is known as Teacher Bay. If Bay in her name wasn't already a red flag, then I don't know what is. And she posts videos of her outfits on TikTok and Instagram in school. If you were to take the picture she posts and Photoshop a club behind her, you'd swear she was wearing clubbing outfits and going out with her friends.
Yo, notice how none of these teachers ever teach high school either, bro. Like, could you imagine this teacher teaching a senior class or something like that, bro? Notice how they always teaching elementary or middle school wearing the most like this, bro. Like,
All of
come
her
on,
outfits
yo.
are either tight skirts or dresses with her wearing high heels. And you know this is somewhat intentional because teachers will tell you
God.
themselves just standing for that long gives them foot pain. Her constantly wearing high heels to her class is coming off to me as her trying to impress somebody in school. And I guarantee you, any woman out there can tell you that she is not comfortable wearing those all day. Unless she's just popping out those heels for photos and taking them off, I can't see any other reason than trying to impress someone. If she did that, I think it's even weirder because
Talking about
why are you
minors,
doing
by the
photo
way.
shoots at school? She also has photos where she poses
I'm not
on
I'm not a minor. I'm not complaining, nigga. Like, but what she's doing, she's like, you know, obviously she's fucking going, you know, that's kind of weird, you know. I'm not gonna lie, but
even when I was in high school, I never did a pose next to her on the school bus. Because of this, people have been calling her out, obviously accusing her of being a PDF file.
Yeah, that's
and
looking kind of
asking
weird,
why
bro.
she even dressing like this for middle school / high school. You even got teachers on TikTok who do teacher content calling her out.
If you didn't know, this is how you're supposed to dress as a teacher. Fully clothed, you can still be
now that's
cute,
respectable. She looks
you
good
can
and she
turn,
looks
you
respectable
can be
too.
all, but you're appropriate. Everything's covered. Yes, I have my arms out because it's summer. Like, it's
my
still
arms out? That
very
was hard.
appropriate.
This got 3.8 million likes in 2 days, so yeah, it's not just like a small amount of people upset about it. And also, if you look at her outfit, she is not wearing cheap stuff. She got all types of designer bags and designer outfits.
Bro, I got a funny story from fucking, bro, me and my homie, if he ever watched this video, know what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. So back in 7th grade, bro, my teacher, she would always, it was my art teacher, she got pissed one time in class because, like, I guess somebody kept taking her pencils and shit, or her crayons and colored pencils and shit like that. And then she was like, I can't afford to buy pencils and colored pencils and all this and all that and all this and all that. I can't afford it, I can't afford it, I can't afford it. And then the next class, she showed up with the fucking Gucci purse or whatever and shit. Big ass fucking cup of soda from the gas station and shit, talking about she can't. Nigga, get the fuck out of
People
here,
are
bro.
rumoring because of this is that she's not only a teacher, but also, I don't know if I'll get demonetized for saying this, but let's just say a GTA Gentleman's Club dancer. And I mean, if you look at the average teacher salary compared to what she be wearing,
Hold on.
I'm not sure if a Chanel bag is exactly in that budget. Maybe she's just buying all the designer stuff and living out her car. We also got pics of her vacationing in places like Turks and Caicos, which notoriously,
Yeah,
as we know, is a very cheap place to vacation at. All we know for sure is her students aren't her only fans.
Yeah, no, I was about to say she definitely got OnlyFans. No way, bro.
In my mind, that was a good joke. The other side of people defending her are saying people are just weird for seeing her outfits like that, and that instead of getting mad at her, saying maybe boys should be taught to respect women no matter what.
So her turning around wearing fucking tights and shit, showing off her ass in front of kids isn't weird to y'all, bro? You know, y'all niggas are fuck. I know you. Oh wait, and it's see how it's women defending women, bro. Like
What they
it's always
wear.
it's
The
always
thing-
women saying this bullshit. And no disrespect, bro. Like actually, I'm not gonna say
To
that.
me,
Actually,
though, is if it was in public, no one would really be saying anything. Women dress like this all the
I
time
mean, yeah,
in
in
public, which,
public,
yeah,
but,
at
like,
that point, her choices should be
not in
respected.
front of-
Unless
not
she
when
was
they're
at, like, a
teaching
Chuck E.
kids, you
Cheese
feel
with
me?
a lingerie outfit on, no one would care. It's a complete other thing being in a professional setting
Exactly,
with literal
kids.
minors dressing in a way that's meant to be sexual. I guarantee you could go in public, and 99% of people, including women, are gonna say it's a more sexualized look. It's not like she's just wearing a skirt and dudes are trying to sneak their camera, trying to take pictures of her under her skirt. Like, I don't think this person would be saying this if that was their daughter in a man's class, and he's dressing in tight pants that got his bulge poking out with a muscle-ripped shirt. She responded recently to all the people calling her out on TikTok, and it was interesting to say the least.
First of all, let's start here. Who even
how was she a teacher? Oh my god, the way she's talking. I already nope. Nope. Oh my God. How does she go through all? You know, fuck no. She did something. She did something to
I had
become a teacher. Yeah,
BBL.
there's
Who
no
told y'all
fucking
that?
way. No disrespect,
Who
cause
told y'all that? Not
how are
saying
you a
it's true or not
teacher?
true, but I want to know who told you that.
Who
Because I
told
got
you
a
that?
BBL, I can't have a career. What if I just wanted some buns?
No way.
Also, let's stop the PDF narrative.
No way. This is a
My
teacher,
children
bro.
don't do that. They are very respectful young 10, 11-year-olds. They don't.
You're dressing up like that in front of 10 and 11. You see how I said it's always fucking elementary schools and middle schools and little ass kids and they doing this in front of and shit, bro. Yeah, not lock. She gotta take this hoe's credentials and lock her up, bro. That ass.
Even look at me. And quite frankly, I'm not that nice of a teacher. I'm very mean, strict, and firm. You better come in that classroom to see.
Alright, so first off, no one cares if she has a BBL or not in general. The problem is when you're dressing in a way where it's meant to emphasize those parts. And she's saying her students don't look at her like she would know. Every dude knows growing up in
Yo, how the
class,
fuck
if
would
you
you know,
wanted to
nigga?
take a look at your crush, you weren't sitting there, eyes wide open, staring clearly at them for
You would drop your pen or something. Like, oh shit, or like you would fucking stretch, be like some bullshit like that. You know.
5 minutes. You would take little peeks here and there to not get caught. And these are developing boys going through puberty. Of course, they're gonna think some type of sexual.
Oh god,
thoughts
10 and
when they're just
11-year-olds
looking at
too.
you
Yeah,
if
that's
they're not
right. No,
recorded.
that's
It
like
is
the
strange
that's like
to me.
the age they first like they first starting that bullshit too. You feel me? Like when they first like you know what I
That
mean.
the school admin
When they
hasn't
first
said anything about her outfit.
they better go to middle
I
school.
know
or
if there
they
was a
started
teacher
middle school
dressing
and
like
shit, so
this
they
in
just
my
you know
school,
seen
they would
good,
immediately
stuff
check
like
her outfit and tell her to change or she's getting fired. And I didn't even go to a good middle school or high school. The crazy thing is, if she does get fired now, she'll probably just make an OF and make 10 extra salary in a month. Teacher Bay isn't the only one, by the way. There's a ton of teachers like her doing the same thing on TikTok. And before someone's like, well, Tommy, what about all the male teachers on TikTok? There is definitely some questionable ones with dudes too as well. Like this one where this guy's getting his hair braided by a bunch of his female students.
Last Friday, 10 minutes before this.
Oh no,
video
I've seen this
came out,
video
I decided
before,
to
bro.
live
No,
stream
this
my
one
students
seemed
getting
chill.
Take my hair out.
So this science teacher live streamed his
This
female
one seemed
students
chill, but I've
braiding
seen
his
this
hair
one
during
before.
School hours.
I don't know about y'all, but if my daughter came back from school talking about she was helping him braid a grown-ass man's hair who's her teacher, all types of alarm bells are going off. I'm
I
going
mean, I
to
get
school
that,
and
but
socking
like,
him in the face.
I'm not gonna lie. I had my football coach gave me a haircut one time, like, literally outside of the football stadium, like in the front of the school and shit, bro.
Maybe some dudes out there don't care as much if they trust a teacher, but I don't know about y'all, that is not happening with my daughter. For the male teacher outfits, it's mostly them trying to look stylish and like the younger generation.
fits are
Like, I
lucky
swear,
hard.
I'm not being biased, y'all. I tried scrolling all through TikTok.
They got everything
trying to
covered
find
up
the
at least, you
outfits
feel
of
me?
the
They just
male
look tough as
equivalent of
hell.
Teacher Bay, and I could not find it. If y'all have some
No
creator that
sexist
you know
shit, but,
that's
like, I'm
trying
just
to do
being
it,
for
let me
real.
know, because I swear I'm not being biased. I just don't see it. Even comparing the searches, this is the first things that popped up when I searched up male teacher outfit on TikTok, and this is what popped up when I searched up female teacher outfit. This obviously isn't how a majority of female teachers dress because they know what's right and wrong for the workplace. For some of these women TikTok teachers though, you can tell
Hey,
they're
I'm not,
definitely
you know,
doing it for attention on social media.
If she
and-
taught I'm not saying it's really wrong. Only way it wouldn't be wrong is if she taught my fucking high school 12th grade English class with me in like the front row and shit. That's the only way it wouldn't be wrong. But other than that, it's wrong as hell. You feel me?
I think the honest reason why it's less common to see dudes dressed like how some of these women teachers are on TikTok is if we're being real, complete double
Standard,
standards.
nigga.
Even in
Let a dude wear fucking some tight shorts that reveal his print or something like that, or a fucking muscle shirt, they getting fired the next fucking day, bro.
society now, whenever
And-
some
and
predator
so many
creep
women
gets caught
are
sleeping
gonna
with
start
one of his
complaining and
female
shit.
students, you already know the reaction. The public is stoning him. He's getting like 10 news articles. Then he ends up getting beat up, Pope every day in prison.
But
You're gonna see him on
whenever it's a woman teacher, you see a bunch of dudes in the comments be like, I wouldn't snitch that. Oh my god, look at that. Like, I'm not, I obviously it's a joke, but like, obviously they're joking in the comments and shit, but like, you wouldn't see a fucking like woman and joking in the comments like that. too, you
Dion
feel me?
video getting clowned on. His life is completely over and cooked, which should be the reaction, by the way. This is what we
Yeah, it
need
should
to
be
do. Usually
happening.
when it's a predator creep female
I'm not
teacher,
saying it
they
shouldn't
do
be
get the
happening, you feel
same
me?
prison treatment and put on a list. But you always got people downplaying it, and of course those dudes like,
What, bro? Man, I wish that was my teacher when I was 10. Why was he tripping?
like, no, man.
Yeah, at least I didn't say 10. At least me, I said he's got to be in my senior year English class. You feel me? So like,
Guarantee it, a lot of these dudes would not be saying this if that was like their 10-year-old son with a 40-year-old. And they only say it when the woman is objectively attractive in some type of way. They're not saying it for the chopped ass teachers. And how many cases do you think where it's a actually objectively pretty girl? Men aren't safe from criticism either in this, and because of years of this attitude, you got people like Teacher Bay now popping up. I've also noticed in these past couple of years an uptick in actual female predator teacher cases. Every day you see a new one pop up in a brand new school, and it's never taken serious once again because dudes will constantly downplay it. Even if you think you wouldn't have
niggas would get
cared if
hyped
something
up and
like that
shit for
happened
you.
to you, which I guarantee it would change the way you look at sex and love differently. Do you know
depends.
the
If it's a
amount
fine
of dudes
teacher,
who will
shit,
permanently affect
and you
for
like,
the rest of their
if it's like a fine teacher and you're like 17, 18 in high school, can you really do anything about it? Like, can you really, like, come on, let's be for real. Let's be for real, bro. Like, let's say if it was the teacher was like 25, fine as hell, and you was senior in high school, 17, about to be 18. Like, come on, bro. You can't blame me. You can't blame
life
them at
and
that
they're
point,
never
bro.
the same.
You
Or the amount of guys
you
who end
should
up
blame
taking
them,
their
like,
lives
come on.
because of it. Like, not every teacher is Margaret Robbie in a movie or something. There's
Oh
also
God,
a
if my
bunch of
teacher
these
look
teachers.
like if my teacher look like Margot Robbie or some shit, bro, and I'm 17 and in high school, dog, I'm not blaming myself, bro. Let's be for real, bro.
Who have
Let's be
been
for real.
caught doing OnlyFans while teaching. It's so many cases, I could probably make a 1-hour video just covering them. One of them notoriously was caught doing the act in her 8th grade classroom. You can't tell me she's not doing it to satisfy some weird dude's fetish on her OF. Because in what world is that even a comfortable environment to do the deed? I can clarify. It was
Oh,
with
you don't
her
even look good
husband and
either.
no students were around, but out of all places.
Okay,
your
who the fuck if
classroom?
there's no students around? You still in
I
school.
created content
You still
every
and
day
you
over the
chopped
summer
as hell,
in
bro.
order to earn
Fuck.
extra money on the side to help pay for our basic necessities that our salaries were no longer
So you
meeting.
decided to make an OnlyFans.
I chose an anonymous name as well as blocking the entire state of Arizona on my OnlyFans. so that it
You're still a
wasn't
teacher teaching kids. You can't have an OnlyFans, bro. That doesn't make you
accessible
right.
to anyone living
You could have
in
done
the
anything
state.
else.
There's a lot of side hustles I can
Like
think
on
of
me,
if
you
you're
could have been a
teacher.
babysitter. You could have started tutoring. You could have been a maid or something like you. There's hella shit you could have
Gotta
done.
make some
OnlyFans,
extra income on the
nigga.
side. Uber, DoorDash.
exactly.
These teachers end up getting fired and have a surprise Pikachu face when it happens. And people will say that's unfair and they shouldn't for just doing another job. But that's what you sign up for when you do that line of work. All the OF stars and corn stars know this too. That's why they don't use their real names and have stage names. They also are at risk of getting doxxed and stuff. It's the risk that comes with the career. And there's certain jobs I probably can't get in the future, like a private government job or something, because I have too much of a public figure and public info out. And I'm not mad at it. Like,
Hey, that's gonna
what
be
I
me
signed
one
up
day
for
too.
when I
Once I
started
make
doing
it
this,
big and
and
shit,
I love
niggas is gonna know
Anyways,
who the fuck
let
I
me know
am.
what
Bro,
y'all
trust.
think about this. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always,
WViv from the man Tommy NFG as always, dog. But hey, other than that, make sure y'all watch to the end. Like I said, we're trying to hit 1,000 by the end of the year, so make sure y'all like and sub too. But other than that, always remember hard work pays off, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.